Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we welcome you inside the studios of Elite Realty Group for episode number 209 of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends at
right here, Elite Realty Group.
Glad to be with you.
Just realized we got stuff running across the
September the 1st, 2021.
New month.
Can you believe we're in a new month already?
Fall's coming. Get the pumpkin spice out, buddy.
We're not very long at all to fall. We talked about that last week on this show.
We did.
Talked about it, and fall won. Like everybody wants to be fall.
Yeah.
We figured that out. But you know, we have tricked them before.
We have.
We've tricked the nation before. We can ask this question in winter, and spring wins it every time.
Spring, yeah.
We can ask it in summer, fall wins it every time. I wonder if we ever ask it in spring, if summer would win. We may have to put that in the back pocket. Fall. Yeah, we may have to think about that. We welcome you guys. Again, episode number 209 of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends
right here, Elite Realty Group.
Again, September the 1st, 2021. We're coming to you live today from Morristown, Tennessee to bring you the most up-to-date, relevant real estate information you will find anywhere on the planet. You're going to get it right here today on this show. As a matter of fact, very, very good info that we're bringing down today, that we're seeing things happening in the market.
Yes.
We're going to talk to you today about 3 contingencies that you should never take away.
Don't even consider
when you're buying a house. You're going to want to hang around for that. We're going to give you that info today. Again, 3 contingencies you don't ever want to get out of your contract. We'll talk more about that. There may be a time or two, but we'll let you know about that here in just a minute. It sounds good to never get out, right? So that's why we put it at that. We're glad you guys are here. We want you to help us today to get a big show, man. Our last several shows, you guys have literally been helping us be seen around the world for all that you do for us. Everything that you do, every time we go live, you show up, you show out. Thousands of people, multiple countries. We're literally coast to coast every time we go live, all because you guys do 3 big things for us. And you do them every single time that we go live. You do those 3 big things. So today we're live. We're live.
Shoot, are you kidding?
We're live.
So
we need the people of the nation.
Was recording this.
We need you people of the nation to help us out to do what we got to do.
So do it. So like the video, share the video, invite people to come watch it with you. That helps us out tremendously when you guys do that. Facebook says, hey, somebody wants to watch these people because they're sharing it. So, you know, I mean, I don't know what we're going to do to get, because I'm on Facebook quite a bit. I ain't going to lie, I'm on Facebook quite a bit. And you see some of the craziest things get like 150,000 shares.
We're crazier than they.
Wouldn't it be awesome if we got like 150,000 shares? Well, we might if everybody shares the video today.
Just share it everywhere you go.
So share it anywhere you can. Groups, share it on your own page, invite people through Messenger.
You know what we need to do?
What?
We need to find out what the world record is for shares on a live Facebook video, and we need to try to break it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just do something
I'm
crazy.
going to bet it's really high.
I don't think it's really high, too. Sabrina Bowen said it's about to start class. Taking a quick break to say hi. Hello, Sabrina. Everybody else say hi to us. Let us know you're here. Again, did you tell them what to do?
Yeah, like, share, invite. They know what to do. Like, share, invite. It's on the screen somewhere.
Comment on the video.
Yeah, when
comment
you get
on the
here.
video. Let us know.
Sabrina already knows she's commenting because she's here. So make sure when you get here, you say something to us. That way we can talk back to you.
That's exactly right. We're glad that you guys are with us wherever you're watching us around the world today. Glad you took time out of your busy schedule to come and hang out with us. We do this every Wednesday at 12 noon. Should this be your first time just stumbling across us, maybe one of your friends or family or somebody has shared this video with you and you're like, what in the world have I got myself into? Tell them what they've got themselves into, man.
Well, you're into Lakeway Real Estate Talk Live, where we're going to give you the most up-to-date, relevant real estate information, not only here in East Tennessee, but across the whole entire world. We're going to tell you, if you can ask us about your specific area, we'll tell you the answers.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We're going to give that to you whether we know it or not.
I know. I made that up.
I won't even listen to what you said, but we're going to give that to you.
Cara Bunch over here on my stream says, hey, hello.
Cara Bunch, glad that you are with us today, tuned in. You need any painting done around your house?
That's right.
Cara is the one to go to.
One of the best painters in the Lakeway
That's exactly
area.
Right. There's no doubt about that. So,
Leanne says hello. Hello, Leanne.
There you go, man. I'll let you watch it on there. That way you can kind of help us out.
Hello.
We're glad y'all are with us today. Let's get this show started, man, with one of our first segments of the show today. It's one of your favorites, and I think it's going to be a good question today that everybody likes to play along, and it is called Would You Rather, where we're going to give you a scenario. And of the scenarios that we give you, we're going to ask you which of these scenarios that you would rather do. So here we go. Never asked this one before. It's going to be a good one. I think you're thoroughly going to enjoy this. Okay. I purposely didn't write this one down so you could see it. That way you would not have a clue what it is that I'm going to ask.
This always brings up a lot of questions to me.
Yeah, it does. But this one's going to be easy. Okay. Like the easier it is, the better. Okay. But we want you guys to play along. Would you rather?
Yes.
All right. Be able to speak any language that there is, okay? Like you could literally speak any language. You go anywhere, it don't matter how the language is happening.
I like that one so
You
far.
could speak any language.
Right now it's number one.
Or would you rather be able to speak to animals?
Oh, gosh.
Would you rather? That's a good one.
Wow.
Would you rather?
Because I might rather talk to animals, though, with humans.
Would you rather speak any language that's in the world? Now, you guys listen to this, okay? You guys listen to this. Would you rather be able to speak to any animal in the world, or would you rather be able to speak any language in the world?
That's a good one right there.
You guys start putting your answers in the box.
That's a really good one.
We put it out to the nation. Now we put it out to me and you. You always get to go first. Would you rather be able to speak any language, communicate with any language, or would you rather be able to speak to animals?
I don't know if I've got
Talk to us.
Sabrina said the same thing. She said, speak to animals. I don't like people. That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. So I mean, I talk to animals right now. I feel like I can communicate with them pretty good.
I'm with you.
So I'm gonna go with people.
You're going with people.
Yeah, because like I love to hear people speaking other languages.
Sure.
Like I think it's great.
I do
like
too.
Jamie, we got Jamie in
Yes.
ours.
Yes.
He can speak Spanish.
Yes.
And it's unbelievable.
I'm with you.
Like I could just listen to him. I told him the other day, I said, I can just listen to you talk like that all day long, man.
I'm totally
So
on board.
I'm gonna go with other language just because, couple reasons. One, so I could understand what people are saying.
Sure.
Two, if I could speak another language,
Right.
I'd speak it all the time just to confuse people.
You'd just be talking in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You'd just be doing whatever.
Yeah, I would.
So
I think
be
I'm
careful here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would. Like, I think
you.
I would just do it just to confuse. You know what I mean? Like to walk up and just say something to you and just to see the look on your face. Like, what did he just say?
Like, what's going on here? So if you just joined us, all right, we're on YouTube today. We're on Twitter today. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook on several channels there. So wherever you're watching us at, here's today's Would You Rather. We want to hear from you. And boy, it's a good one, all right? Would you rather be able to speak any language, all right, communicate in any language, or would you rather be able to speak to animals?
So we got over here on mine, Cara says speak in another language, speak in any language in the world because I'm not really an animal person. Leanne says speak to animals. Probably no surprise to those that know me. Ella says speak another language.
Gotcha.
Then we got over here on this one, Sabrina said animals, she don't like people. Dad said any language. Mom said any language.
I'm going with animals.
You're going to speak to
no
animals?
doubt.
I think
And I'm going to tell you why.
We got a good
There's
communication.
a reason behind this for me. Okay, like I'm, a real thinker person. I really think this stuff out, take it real serious. Okay, I mean, I'm real serious about this today. I got this mean little old dog, man.
That's true.
And I love being able to talk to this dog and him tell me he understands what I'm saying to him. Because he's mean as a snake.
Right.
But I also think it would be cool to just go down to the farm and talk to the cows.
See,
you know what I mean? They'll talk back to me.
Yeah, I think like I do that right now.
Sure, I do too.
I feel like
I already talked to them.
Me and the animals know what we're talking about.
You know you got that communication worked out.
Yeah, I feel like it.
You're a bird whisperer is what you're saying.
I feel like it.
Dog whisperer. That's what I'm looking for. Dog whisperer.
I think
is what
so.
you are. So again, would you rather be able to speak any language, communicate in any language, or would you rather be able to speak with animals? That is today's Would You Rather question. So we want to hear from you guys. Put those answers in the box, as some of you are already doing. Like the video, share the video. We're trying to break a world record today as far as sharing the video. Okay,
okay.
We're just doing it.
I didn't know we was doing it today.
We're trying to break a world record today. We need at least 150 shares today, okay, to be able to even be in the game.
Make sure you're sharing.
So you guys make sure you share the video. Help us to do that today. We'll let you know how we did maybe some other time if we broke the world record. I don't know if we will or not, but I think you guys can help us. So again, answer the would you rather question. Let us know again. Would you rather be able to speak any language? Would you rather be able to speak to animals? We have come to you today to bring you real estate information. That's why we always come on Wednesdays at 12 noon, is to bring you that information. That way, should you be buying, selling, investing, or know someone that especially is in this current real estate market with all the changes and everything that it seems constantly is happening in this market, we want y'all to be prepared, all right? Like, we totally want you to be prepared for all of those things. Here's what we're talking about today, okay? We're going to give you 3 contingencies, and we're going to tell you what a contingency is just in case you don't know what that is. But we're going to talk about 3 contingencies you should never remove when it comes to you buying a house, okay? There's some things that you got to be careful of. There's some things you got to watch out for, but we're going to tell you 3 contingencies today that you should never remove when it comes to buying a house. And I would say these is 3 big things here. They're as big as the 3 like, share, invites. These is pretty big, man.
It's a big 3, yeah.
When it comes to buying a house. Now, let's settle down and talk about what's going on so we can set the stage for this conversation.
Okay.
All right?
All right. We're telling the story here, right?
The market is still crazy.
It is.
Okay, still crazy. No, that's all we're going to go. We're still crazy, okay?
Short story.
Y'all have heard it all the time. We've said that. It's crazy, okay? It is crazy. But what we are seeing, because we've been talking about this for months now, if not over a year, multiple offers are very common in the marketplace, okay? When people go to put an offer in on a house, we're seeing more and more and more that people will say, I'll give you X amount of dollars for this home, and we will skip a lot of things that we could do just to make our offer look better.
Right.
Now, if you're making an offer on a house, sounds great. You know what I'm saying? Because we got all these people here that think, I can handle anything. I don't care what's the matter with it. I can look at it, see it, smell it. It looks okay. But so if there's anything wrong, I'll handle it. All right? That's a good thought in theory. All right? In theory, you're doing good with that. However, especially in the state of Tennessee, if you're buying and using a state-approved contract, there's some contingencies that are automatically built into there for you.
Pre-written
All you got to do is check the box, man. You check a box, and it's not that you're going to look at this and say, well, I'm going to just not buy the house because something here is happening.
Right.
But it's protections for you. You know what I'm saying? It's opportunities for you to do certain things.
Right.
There's 3 of those that we're going to discuss today and tell you why. 3 contingencies you should never remove from a contract if you're purchasing real estate.
And so you might think this ain't really a thing, but like we actually had this happen just the other day. Another agent in the office said that she had some buyers that was making an offer on a house, but the listing agent told them that the seller won't
even do it,
accept an offer with any contingencies.
Right.
So to me, that would be, I'd be a little bit leery about that.
True story.
You know what I mean?
I would be wondering why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would be wondering why. Because you can make an offer and ask anything you want to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, they may go ahead and tell you we ain't going to take it.
Right.
But you still ask for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You've got that ability and that opportunity to do
I always
it.
tell people they can't eat you.
That's right. That's
You know,
exactly
we can
right.
ask whatever we want.
Sure, let's go for that. So 3 contingencies you should never remove when it comes to, again, buying a house. Now look, again, you might not necessarily hold this contingency up and say, well, I'm backing out of the contract because of it, but there are opportunities for you to do a little bit of homework on your part.
Right.
Due diligence, as we like to call it,
Yeah.
on your part is a big thing for you to do, okay? Here's the first one. You ready to go with this?
I'm ready, buddy.
You want to do the first one?
No, I don't even know what it is.
Here we go. So here's the first one.
Okay,
all right?
I see it now.
The first one is you have the opportunity when you're making an offer on a home in the state of Tennessee. I can't say this all over the world, but I'd say it's pretty close. You have the opportunity to say this offer is contingent upon a home inspection.
Yeah.
All right. So the home inspection, you can ask for that. You can say, hey, it's contingent upon this. All right. A satisfactory home inspection.
Right.
Now, a home inspection is going to be really broad. You're going to be able to do a lot of things with that home inspection.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to look all through the house. You're going to be able to check for mold. You're going to be able to do septic inspections, termite inspections, pest inspections, well inspections, whatever you need to. It's literally a home inspection. You're going to check everything out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, some of those inspections that I just mentioned, they're a separate thing, but it's inspection.
Right. You have an inspection period.
You've got a time
Yeah.
that you can do this. Here's what we got to break it back down to and think about. This is why we're telling you this today. Everybody's excited when we're making these offers. And when sometimes we get caught up in the moment and we look at it and say, I'm going to do whatever I got to do because this is my dream house.
Right.
It's your dream house till you move into it. And you didn't have no inspections and the roof's leaking like crazy when we get rains like we have.
True.
All right? And it's cool.
Seen this happen way too many times.
You know what I mean? It's good. You're feeling real excited about it till you move into it in a time of year that we are right now, and you go up and you're pulling into the house with your U-Haul full of stuff, and you go in to turn on your heat and air, and your heat and air don't come on.
Yeah.
Now you ain't so excited no more.
Right.
And here's what's even worse. You getting ready to get a payment book in the mail.
Exactly.
And they getting ready to say, this house that you bought that you did not do these inspections on, now you got to pay for it.
Now you need $7,000 for a heat pump.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it and say,
Even on new constructions.
all of it.
Even on new constructions. That's one of the biggest ones I think people try to overlook.
All
is
of it.
new construction.
Good afternoon, Charlie Groom.
And these ones that people are flipping.
Truth.
They think, okay, this person's went in and totally made this house brand new again.
Right.
So I don't need no inspections.
Right.
Not the case.
It's highly, highly recommended to you. That's why I said we're going to use the word never. But, at the end of the day, it's going to be your call. We're just telling you why.
Yeah, sure.
We're just telling you why. Because I've seen too many times when you literally walk in, man, and you think, there's nothing wrong with this place.
Right.
Like there are people living in it. There's nothing wrong with it. But it could be things that they don't even know is wrong with it.
Exactly.
Okay?
Most of the time. That's what I tell people.
It ain't that they're hiding.
That's my thing that I tell people. Most of the time, it ain't like these people know it.
No.
You know what I mean? It ain't like they're trying to pull one over on you.
No.
They literally might not know that the plug-in in the third bedroom on the left,
Sure.
one of the plug-ins in there don't work.
Right.
They might not have nothing plugged into
Or
it.
is arcing in the wall.
Exactly.
And it could be a fire.
Exactly.
They don't know
yeah,
that.
the little wires back in there is not connected right.
They don't
so yeah,
know
they don't know that. So it's not like they're hiding it from you. They don't know.
Sure.
So to me, I'm getting ready. If you say, okay, I'm getting ready to spend $200,000, $500,000, $800,000 for a house.
Right.
Why wouldn't you spend $500 or $600 to get some inspections done to make sure that what you're getting ready to do is a good investment?
This is the other thing we tell people when it comes to these inspections. It may not be that it's a deal-breaking situation for you, okay? So it's just a outlet.
Yeah.
Okay, fix it, okay?
Right.
That's no
Right.
problem. We can fix that easily.
Right.
I can't, but somebody can. But anyways, what I'm getting at is, at the very worst, by you getting a professional to come in and do this, and go through this house, check a lot of things that you ain't going to be able to see or know, at the very worst, all you've done for yourself is make your own self a to-do list of, well, this is some things that probably need a little bit of attention.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
We've said before, we've talked about faucets, we've talked about windows, we've talked about doors, we've talked about winterproofing and summerproofing and all this stuff of your house. There's things that are, again, they're not even worth even talking about. They're so little to be fixed. But left alone, they could eventually lead to something pretty big happening.
Well, again, too, listen to this. Most time, okay, I'm taking you on a tour to go look at a house day. How many times when I take you out there to look at that house do you get up on the roof?
I never.
None. You know what I mean? I've never took nobody on a tour of a house where they get on a roof.
Sure.
I've never took somebody on a tour of a house where usually they get in a crawl space.
Sure.
I've never seen nobody get in the attic.
Right.
They don't usually go look at the dates on the heat pump, on the hot water heater, stuff like that. So even again, it might not be stuff that, hey, you need a roof right now, but they can look at it and say, most of the time these home inspection companies, they can look at this and say, okay, from what I'm seeing right now, you've probably got 7 to 10 years left on this roof before you need to replace it.
True story.
The heat pump is, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go ahead and start budgeting that. At some point in time, you're going to have to start replacing the heat pump. So it gives you ideas of what kind of condition the house is in. So is this something I'm going to move in and I'm going to be okay for 10 years before I really should have to start. Now, again, it could go out tomorrow, but it should last me for 10 years. Or is it one of them ones you go in and they be like, needs a heat pump today.
Right.
Like right now, it needs a heat pump. It needs a roof right now.
Absolutely.
Most of the time, people don't. Again, they're not looking at that stuff. If you walk into the house, it's 142 degrees outside.
Right.
The heat pump's set on 70, and it's keeping it cool. You think, hey, heat pump's working, everything's fine, and that's the case.
Right.
But if it's 25 years old, not that that they're going to give you a heat pump because hey, it is working.
Sure.
Might be 25 years old, but it's working. But at least you'd know, hey, this thing is getting close to the end of its life.
Right.
So when you're comparing it to another house, and this one says it's got a brand new heat pump, that one might stick out a little bit more to you.
And so you look at it and you say, what we're talking about today is contingencies that you really don't want to remove when you're buying a house. Things that you build in there for you are protections. Because on the other side of that, we're talking right now, they ain't nothing wrong. Okay, a little outlet on a wall, put a light bulb up here, seal around your doors, all those kind of things. On the other side of that, the foundation's falling in.
Right.
All right? Major structural problems. Right. If you waive all that, you just bought it. It's yours. Yep. Okay? So you got a bad foundation. Well, you waived your inspections. You wrote down, we don't want the inspections.
Right.
Now it's all on you. So that's the opposite side of that. There's good, there's bad, there's ugly, there's indifferent. But you've got the opportunity to check those things. Should it be that, and you find that on the home inspection, a structural inspection, whatever it is, now you've got the ability to go back to the negotiating table and do a couple things. You can ask for price reduction. You can ask for it to be fixed. There's things that you can do. The ball's back in your court. But if you waive that inspection, and it's there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I mean,
that's kind of all you can say.
To me, any of these three contingencies we're talking about today, a lot of times when people, this is what scares people about even purchasing a house, is they feel like they have no control over it.
True.
So to me, why would you ever, as a buyer, would you want to give up any of your control of how my deal goes?
Right.
So don't give up your control.
No. And so you've got those opportunities to do that. We're talking today 3 contingencies you don't ever want to remove from your real estate contract. If you've also just joined us, make sure you answer today's would you rather question, where we've asked you, would you rather be able to speak any language that there is, be able to communicate in any language? Would you rather be able to do that, or would you rather be able to communicate and speak with animals? Let us know that.
Mark's got a question here. He says, how's lake home inventory?
Tell him, man.
Inventory, again, across the whole board's low.
It's low.
It still ain't really coming. But I do know that I think John might have went on a listing appointment 1 or 2 days ago for a lake house. Mm-hmm. So they may be one coming. I don't know. I don't know if it's coming or not, but we can definitely shoot us a message, tell us what your budget is, and we can look and see what's out there and let you know.
No doubt about that. So again, number 1 today of 3 contingencies you don't want to remove from a contract is home inspections. Give them number 2. We talked way too long on that. We got to go.
Sorry, well, that's a big one.
Yeah, it is a big one.
This one here, I think, is kind of self-explanatory. It's financing. You never want to give up your financing contingency.
No.
And so why would you do that? Why would you ever give up, or what would be the case of what would be wrong if you gave up your financing contingency, I guess?
Sure.
So again, I'd say 85-90% of the deals, maybe higher than that, people's going to be getting financing on the house. That's automatically wrote into the contract that it's contingent upon you getting financing. You can waive that. I would never suggest doing that because, again, it is contingent that if something goes wrong with my financing, again, most of the time at the beginning of the deal, you're pre-approved. So you've told the lender a little bit of information.
Yes.
They've not really gathered all the documentations that they need yet. They've not really done a big extensive background search on you, so to say, as to what they're requiring for you to have this loan. So at this point in time, early in the deal, we're pre-approved. Now you're going to start submitting your stuff into them. So if they see something that's wrong in there and then they can't at that time approve you, if you've waived that contingency, you've waived the right that I don't need no financing. I'm pretty much going to be paying cash. Another thing that comes into play here sometimes is people think, again, right now, I'm selling my house. Okay, I'm selling my house and I'm going to be purchasing this house for cash. Right. So I'm making enough off of my house that I own now that I'm going to be paying cash for this one, so I don't need to make it contingent upon financing because I'm going to have the cash here. I'm not getting financing.
Sure.
Well, if it's not contingent upon it, and your house now all of a sudden don't sell,
right?
You're saying I don't need this because I've got this funds coming.
Yes.
So never waive your financing contingency. Again, a couple exceptions if you do have straight out cold hard cash.
Yes.
And you got it in your pocket in the bank, whatever.
You could totally do.
You could totally do it at that point in time. But if you're getting a loan, if you're selling a house, and you're taking some of those proceeds, you always want it to be contingent.
Just had the other day had a situation where, again, what you just spoke of was right. These people had came and they'd talked to the bank. They'd said, hey, this is what we make. They'd got a pre-approval letter. They made an offer on the house. All that good stuff happened. But once they started investigating a little bit further, they really didn't have the funds that they needed to be able to get the money that they did. Should they have waived that financing contingency, they would have been in bad shape. Over here on mine, Christy Jane says she would rather speak with animals. I hear enough people. I'm with her. I picked animals too.
True.
I picked animals too. Again, we're talking to you today about 3 contingencies you should never remove when it comes to buying a house. The first one's a home inspection. The second one is a financing contingency. And the third one, you got something over there?
Well, Kara says over here on mine, if I walk into the house, I'm looking for damage on the ceilings, asking, did you have a water leak? Did you get it fixed? I'm looking at the foundation of the home. I'm checking door showers that are full of mold. So yeah, you need to, that's a good thing. A lot of people don't check that, but it's good if you do walk in. A lot of times people don't inspect that ceiling real good to look for water leaks, and then when it comes back, you come to find out you got a big brown spot in the corner over here, and you didn't even realize it the first time you went. It's so much excitement a lot of times when you go into the one. That's what it is.
That's really all that it is.
Yeah,
you're tickled to death,
right?
And that's good.
And it's a good thing. That's a good thing. But again, you can't let the situation, the circumstances, overwhelm you so much that you kind of put your blinders on, and this is the perfect house. You kind of got to go in, and again, not that you're going in to pick somebody's house apart, but you got to look for what you're buying. And you want to make sure that what you're buying is a good investment.
Exactly. Last one today that you want to be aware of that's offered the opportunity for you to ask. And again, if you are financing the home, you talked about financing, don't waive it. If you are financing the home, do not waive your appraisal contingency. So what does that mean if we do that? Well, that means if you're buying a $200,000 house, all right, and that's what they're asking for, and you say, okay, I'll give you $200,000, I'll give you what you want, okay? And you waive the appraisal contingency, and they go do the appraisal and it comes back at $175, then you waive the appraisal. That means even though it'll only go $175, you said, I don't care, I'll still give you $200,000. I'll pay the difference. So that means they're going to give you a loan for $175. That $25,000 difference going to come out of your pocket. All right? So if you're financing, you don't ever want to waive the appraisal contingency. But it's also an opportunity for you if you're paying cash.
True.
You still have the opportunity to get an appraisal to even make sure, because I don't care if it's your cash, my cash, or their cash. It's still cash. It's my money. It's an asset to me.
It's a very common thing to see somebody waive it on a cash deal. To me, again, would I spend a couple $400 or $500 to have an appraisal done to know that the house that I'm buying is worth what they're telling me it's worth?
You got to be thinking about those things. You got to
weigh that out.
You got to be thinking about those things. And again, these are conversations we have on a daily basis. But again, you get excited, you get in the moment, especially when you get in multiple offers, you start saying, well, let's skimp on this. We're trying to make our offer look better than everybody else's, because you really want to get that home. You really need to do that. And that's all fine, dandy, and good until something goes wrong. And if you've waived all those things, now you've got it. And there's no legal way. We're not giving legal or financial advice here today, but there really is, according to the contract, no legal way for you to get out of that. This is episode number 209 of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends at
Elite Realty Group.
Like, share, invite, comment on the video. Let us know you're here. We appreciate you guys playing along with us. Would you rather be able to speak any language today? That's the question we've asked. Or would you rather be able to communicate with the animals? We've literally got a good mix of answers today. We're going to take a short commercial break, come back and give you the local area happenings, and we're going to call it a day. You guys hang on. We'll be back for the conclusion of episode number 209 of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends at
Realty Group.
Right after this short little old break.
Purchasing a home can be a daunting task for any home buyer to take on in today's real estate market. To ensure that you are properly prepared, we at Elite Realty Group have prepared a checklist of things for you to follow to make sure that you are able to purchase your next home. Step number 1, call an agent at Elite Realty Group. Step numbers 2 through 10, since you've called an agent at Elite Realty Group, we will assist you in taking care of the rest. To get started on purchasing your home today, call us at Elite Realty Group 423-307-8566. Again, to start your home purchase process today, call Elite Realty Group at 423-307-8566. We look forward to assisting you in purchasing your next home.
It's time now for the local area happenings, where we tell you what's going on right here around the Lakeway areas. There's always something good going on. I turn it over now to the local area man himself, Mr. Dave Elkins. Tell him what's going on, man.
Me. Well, it's getting windy here today.
Yes, it is.
A little wind
Crazy
coming
wind.
through because the storm's been coming through.
Yes.
But now let's talk to you about, because the weather's getting ready to get nice. We got a lot of stuff going on here around the town this weekend. So it starts tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow night, let's talk about
If anybody's looking for me tomorrow night, I'll be unavailable.
Yes, I will be unavailable tomorrow night. It's the UT's kicking off the football season tomorrow night. Going to be 8 o'clock. Going to be a great game. We're an hour from Knoxville, for those of you who don't know, right here in Morristown. We're about an hour from Knoxville. 45 minutes, depending on how fast you drive, depending on how you catch traffic. But anyways, right here happening in Morristown tomorrow, Thursday the 2nd at 6 p.m., Fulton Hill Park is when the Dime Store. I always want to say the Rhinestone. Yeah, it's the Dime Store Cowboys. We'll be at Fulton Hill Park, and Uncle P's Barbecue will have their truck set up there, so they'll be serving dinner. But the music is free, so I'm sure you got to pay for the food. But that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Fulton Hill Park. On Saturday the 4th from 10 to 4. I have no clue what this is, so I hope you do, because this just like popped up.
Okay, go with it.
But how you say that word right there? H-O-L-A.
Yeah.
How you say that?
Hola.
Hola is what I would say. Hola. Yeah. It could be the holla. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
hola.
Anyways, it's going to be the International Food Festival at Farmers Market. That's Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Going to be a variety, they're going to have the whole area set up
right
with a variety of foods. And so you get to go and like sample different cultures of foods, what I'm going to say.
I got you.
So that'd be pretty cool to go do that.
I'll go do that.
Yeah, I wish they was doing it like right now. We could go and take everybody with us, and they could tell us what to eat.
I'm starving right now.
So that's, again, Saturday from 10 to 4:30. Again, this Friday night. Of course, we got high school football.
East High Hurricanes is at home.
At home, yeah.
West High Trojans on the road.
Yeah, so again, a lot of, if you don't, you need to go out and support your local high schools.
Yeah.
Football time, it's a good time to go out. You get to sit outside, watch some good football. So make sure that wherever you're at in your area, go watch your high school football game Friday night. You'll enjoy it, I guarantee
No
you.
doubt about that. No doubt about that. What else you got?
That's it.
All right, man. Good show today. We brought some good information. Hopefully, we think it is anyways. I hope you all think we brought some good information today. We appreciate you guys. Again, whatever platform you're watching us on, there have been people viewing us on all of those, whether Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Dave's page, my page, company page. We got you spread all across a lot of different places right now, and we appreciate you guys, man. Every time we go live, y'all show up, you show out, you do what we need you to do, and we really appreciate that. We appreciate you for supporting us and our business, our agents. All we just trying to do, man, is serve you guys to the best of our ability. We have a blast doing this. We've made great relationships through this show, and we appreciate each and every one of you. You all go out and rock this Wednesday. Looks like the rain's moving out. I see a little bit of sun peeking through. The wind has toned down here just a little bit. So again, we're glad you guys are with us. Go have a great rest of your Wednesday. Be safe, be blessed. Tune in Friday morning at 8 a.m. for Just Talking Life. Until then, you guys be safe, be blessed.
Go
over
Vols.
and out. We will see you on the other side. Where is my button? Here it is.